We're back with Pastor John Hagee, author of In Defense of Israel. When we went to the break, I gave you a second to think about it. Would you vote for a Mormon?
I asked that exact question to the 12 leaders of my church at the Christmas banquet last year. I said, if it comes down to a Mormon presidential candidate, would you vote for that one, or would you not vote for him because it was Hillary Clinton or someone else? 11 out of 12 said we'll vote for the Mormon.
Were you the one?
No, it was not me. I said I would vote for him because I know him to be moral. I know him to have high principles. I know him to believe in the work ethic.
Yeah.
I know that he has a family orientation that's very devout and very pure, and that is basically the social problem that's destroying the fabric of this country right now. The family is coming unraveled.
Did you see the speech by Ahmadinejad at the UN? Did you watch that by chance?
I just saw the front where he was praying that the Imam would manifest himself.
You should go back and watch that on the internet. I have to tell you, I have never broken out. I've watched this guy. I've watched his translated speeches that he speaks to his own people. I've seen this guy for years now. I've been following him. I have never broken out in a cold sweat when I watched him. I did this time around because he led with the family.
Yes.
And he said there is a great attack happening on the family, and women are not being respected in the world. I mean, here's a guy who stones women to death in the
Absolutely,
street.
there's honor killings.
Right, and he gave the most eloquent, beautiful speech about the sanctity of the family, and I thought, if that isn't exactly what the devil himself would do.
That's deception.
Oh, absolutely. And people watched it. I mean, I don't think over here, I hope not, but people, unless you're at Columbia University, watched it and bought into it.
Absolutely.
But that is the truth, and that's what, that's what the devil would do, give you the truth. The family is breaking down, and everything else is falling apart.
If I had a chalkboard in about 30 minutes, I could show you that the absentee father is the basis of what's happening in most of the crisis socially of this country. When a man goes to a woman and they have 2 or 3 children, in marriage or out of marriage, and he walks away from that marriage, leaves the woman with the children, the woman is generally without an education that can make a living for these children, so they're in the poverty level. The woman then has to go to work, and it's a very meager job. The children are left to someone else. They don't have a role model. They don't have a core system of beliefs. When the children become teenagers, they join the gangs looking for the leadership that was lost in the father. The gangs in America are pushing the drugs. The drugs in America are pushing the prisons full. This is all evolving back to the fact that the missing father is in the American home is not there. And I say to every man in America, being born a male is a chance, but being a man is a choice. You should go home, be the man, provide for your wife, provide for your children. The children are yours. They don't belong to the state. Under God, you owe it to them to go home and be a good father to them.
I think you are going to be. I think that's the first question the Lord is going to ask you on the other side of the veil. How did you treat your wife? How did you treat your children? And if you can't answer those positively, you are in deep trouble.
I've said to my congregation many times, if I fail as a father, I believe that I've failed in my life.
Let me ask you, one of the most, you were on, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago on the show for a quick segment, and you had mentioned that America is not in the Bible in the end days.
Yes.
Doesn't play a significant role. Email went crazy on this. Why is America not in the Bible? Then it can't be the end times. How could we possibly not play a role in the end days?
America's not in the Bible because of these things. One, we are a brand new country. When the Bible was written, God knew that we would be, and only refers to us as the young lions of Sheba and Dedan. Now, we came out of England. England has the symbol of the lion. We came from England, so therefore we, by stretch, could say that's referring to us. Does America have a prominent place in prophecy? Absolutely not. Why? Does that mean that we have a Democratic administration and that there's a war in the Middle East? Listen, there's a war in the Middle East, and they say, say we're not going back for any reason.
Right.
And
Or it could be Ron Paul.
Yeah, well.
Could be Ron Paul.
And, well, when you have senators having all-night sessions trying to figure out a date certain to retreat from the Middle East, that's nothing but a pep rally for the enemies of Israel, for the enemies of America. So we are at a point in time when we must define our core values and defend them as a country.
Is there a candidate out there that you say, this is the man?
We are looking for a candidate that is pro-Israel. As the national chairman of Christians United for Israel, and I invite everybody in America who wants to be supportive of Israel to come and be a part of us, we're looking for candidates who will stand up and speak up for Israel right now. The candidate that has done that most has been John McCain. I'm sure that as we get by February 15th, where it is more clearly defined who the final runners are going to be, because we have a thundering political herd right now. And after these...
you know what, I bet there's a lot of people out there, because I was like this before 9/11. You know what, they've been battling on this land for 5,000 years. I don't really care anymore. Let them figure it out. Why should we care about Israel?
We should care about Israel, first of all, because Israel is a democratic society, and the United States of America has always defended democratic society. We defended England. We defended France from Hitler. We are now reliving history. It's 1938 all over again. Iran is Germany, and Ahmadinejad is Hitler. And Ahmadinejad has very clearly said that he intends to attack Israel. Therefore, Iran is the snake in the Middle East that's attacking Israel. They have two terrorist armies, one on the north, one on the south, Hezbollah and Hamas, that are filled with weapons, bristling, waiting for a war to attack Israel.
All right.
We must stand by Israel.
I got to tell you, this guy's nuts, and I only say that because he's saying all the stuff almost word for word of what I've been saying for a while. Back in a second with a lightning round. Hopefully that's just a metaphor. I'm just saying. Pastor Hagee.